Welcome back to No Shortcuts YouTube channel. Today I just wanted to do a quick video on the importance of men's mental health because June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. But this video will suffice any day of the year, especially if you're a man and you're dealing with some mental issues and you're trying to improve your mental space. And I won't beat around the bush. One of the main things that we deal with as men, you will hear the stigma talking about men don't always go and try to receive help, or men try to keep things to themselves and hold things in. Just straight to the point. That's a bunch of baloney. One of the main reasons why men do not use the resources available to them is because the majority of the resources that are available to them are really still, when you talk about the therapists and things of that nature, and a lot of counselors, and a lot of that stuff is still catered towards women, or catered towards pushing you in to be the man that the culture or the society wants you to be, and which is basically they want you to be a service to others around you or a utility to others, and your worth is based on your resources. They won't tell you that, but at the end of the day, most of the time men know that the advice that they give them, a lot of time it doesn't solve the problem, because the things that we do naturally as men, the culture, the society, they view it as toxic. So with all that being said, I just want to go over a few things. I think six to be exact, five or six to be exact, to that we can look at as men to help improve our mental space. Now, obviously, if you feel the need to get help, please go and get help. At the end of this video, I will provide some resources and things like that. If you want to go the traditional way, knock yourself out. I'm not stopping you. I'm not telling you to not go the traditional way. But a lot of the help and stuff that we need, it can come from the inside. Just us using ourselves and having self autonomy, being accountable and responsible, which is why I got this whole channel, to not, for people to not look for things on the outside, things that are easy, cost less, that you can do yourself. And it's more of a self investment. So, with that being said, let's start off easy. One of the easiest things that you can do as a man to help improve your mental space is find positive entertainment or things that are male positive catered towards you. One of the coolest thing that I discovered, if you're a male and a lot of men don't have a positive woman or hear a female voice that's speaking life and speaking to them in a matter of serving them, that show that they are important. If you having that problem, one of the easiest things you can do if you want to hear that energy in your environment, there are tons of women in the past, not a whole lot today. There are a few today that speak to men in a manner of love, speak to men in a manner of caring, speak it to a man, speak to men in a manner of who you are as a man, not one of those songs that talk about men ain't no good and none of that foolishness. Find you some music like that, play it in your background, listen to it. You can meditate on it if you need to get that vibe. Because a lot of times men suffer from not having, we center our lives so much around women, and when we don't have a woman or a girlfriend or somebody in our lives, we feel like we're falling short. I'm going to get to that later, but you can bring that energy in. So if you're dealing with that and that's a lack and something that you feel that you have to have, I know for myself personally, I'll find somebody like Lettucey, the R&B singer, because she is in a healthy and good relationship, so she always sings to her man. So I can hear Lettucey singing to me, and that helps if you have to go through something like that. The second thing that you can do, if you're suffering from depression, a lot of times when people, in my field as a behavioral psychologist, I deal with a lot of people that are depressed. A lot of times when people are depressed, they think depression, the opposite of depression is having somebody to love up on them. That's all cool, but I'm gonna tell you what really gets rid of depression. That's action. ACTION, action. You need to find a hobby or something to do that you can actually do and complete. I don't care if it's yard work, redoing your driveway. Uh, you can, if you grew up loving Hot Wheels, don't let people in this society, because this society always shaming men for liking video games, for liking sports, for liking toys. Men like a lot of stuff from our childhood. We avoid these things. We sacrifice so much a lot of times, especially when we got families, for the improvement of our kids or our wives or just people, other people outside of ourselves, and we forget about us. Find your hobby, your childhood hobby, the thing that you like to do. I don't care if it's building stuff, Legos, put stuff together, whatever it is. Find that project, get back into it, and work on it towards completion. When you find something that you're going to devote your time to and you see the progress that you're making, that lack of progress that you're thinking that you are not making in life, this will really help with that. Okay? So get yourself a hobby. There are tons of them out there. You'll never run out of hobby or things to do. The third thing is keep social media in perspective. We live in a time, men, women, all of us, and we're dealing with men's mental health awareness. Put social media in its proper perspective. If not, social media, if you can't, if you don't realize that what you're seeing on TV, on social media, I might, I would say 85 to 90% of the stuff that are on social media is designed to get you to crash out, to argue, to engage in a negative manner. You have to realize that the majority of the stuff that's on social media, and obviously I'm on social media by being on YouTube and being a content creator, a lot of these content creators, their goal is to create clickbait and engagement, because engagement leads to more views lead to more monetization, and them receiving more money. You have to realize that. And I'm not mad at them. You just need to know that. Because if you're not in the right mental space, you will watch social media and these people will gas you up every day, telling you you need to do this, you need to do that. And they will have you comparing your life to these people that you will never meet, and you don't even know if their lives are real the way they describe it on social media. So you have to put it in a form of perspective. Take it with a grain of salt, but you got to realize that a lot of that stuff that you see online and on TV, it do not apply to you. And so deal with the things that apply to you, because social media will make you feel like you're losing in life when a lot of times you're not losing. Those people, social media show the exaggeration of people's lives most of the time. So the fourth thing that we can look at is a lot of men, a lot of people in this time are alone, whether due to breakups, relationships, and just the fact that people are real selfish and focusing on themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. You need to embrace the beauty of being alone. If you're a male, if you're a man, uh, em- embrace the beauty of being alone. You're not a failure if your marriage didn't work out and you try the best that you can. You're not a failure if you're not in a relationship. You're not a failure if you're not every day trying to get on a yacht or trying to do some big thing. You may be alone in your life, and embrace the time of being alone. There will be a time that you will probably not be alone, but in this time that you have being alone, work on yourself. There's a beauty in that. A lot of times we spend so much time, if you're a non-custodial parent, trying to get custody or access to your child like you want to, or trying to be around others, when you can use that time to improve yourself, improve your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, all of those things. Utilize your time and put that time, embrace being alone. Don't feel bad if you're alone. Like I said, get your music, get your hobby. Hobbies, embrace the beauty of being alone and being in control of your life and doing the things that you want to do without running it through Congress to get anything done. Embrace that time alone, make the most of it. The last thing, there's a term that I want us to look at real quick. There's a term that says in golf, play the ball where it lands. What that means essentially is that wherever you hit that ball at, that's the perspective that from where you're gonna have to play to get it to the hole. Can't look at what nobody else is doing. Look at the circumstances where it currently is. We're in a society where you have to prioritize yourself first. You have to look at people on an individual basis. The lines are blurred. The 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, if you guys are older that watch this channel, they ain't coming back. If you're a young guy, it doesn't matter. You're living in a different time. The people are different. Everything is monetized. We're in a monetized dating marketplace. We're in a time where the life that you're living, the life that you're used to, somebody, whoever it may be, is increasing the expenses in their life, and a lot of people are being priced out. So you have to adjust to that. Play the ball where it lands. Do not spend time on things that's outside of yourself talking about, well, I wish the government would do this. I wish the prices would go down. I wish women would act better. I wish men would act better. I wish people. No. Deal with yourself and understand that a lot of this stuff ain't coming back and a lot of the people ain't going to change. The life you want is the life that you're going to have to create for yourself from within yourself. You will be better when you start doing better and stop wasting time thinking that your problem, if you're a black person, thinking that your problem is somebody white's fault, that your problem is being caused by somebody white, and vice versa. If you're white and you still think black people are your problem, or Mexicans, or any of these group of people are your problem, then they got you on the hook because that's exactly what they want you to be. The more you can fight amongst each other, the more you forget to realize that your behind is being taxed at 40% and taxed on everything that you do. So forget that. Play the ball where it lands. Focus and spend your time on improving yourself, improving your income, and how to navigate this world. That will help you in this mental space. Focus on the things that you can do, creating the resources for yourself. You don't have to go out there. It's nothing wrong with living in the country. It's nothing wrong with having a simple life. It's nothing wrong with being who you are in a world where everybody trying to be famous and be glitz and glamour because they got an opportunity to get in front of a camera. Focus on you, play the ball where it is, and take responsibility for everything around you. And remember, continue to strengthen your inner voice. That's your only true connection to source. I'll see you later.